All right, now we got to get into some woke TikToks. So prepare to lose a few
Oh
brain
gosh.
cells. You're going to want to probably scratch your eyes out, but you have been warned. And now let's roll the first one. You don't need to understand people's pronouns, Clarkson. You just have to accept them.
Tell you something super important for life in general, but especially as fascists ramp up the moral panic around things like queerness. You need to get used to the fact that you're not going to understand everyone and that that's okay. There will come a time in your life where you either hear about or directly encounter a person whose sexuality or gender identity or pronouns makes absolutely no sense to you. But, and here's the crucial part, if they are not hurting anyone, just say okay and move on with your life. I promise you, it is not something you have to overanalyze. It's not something that you have to care about super hard. It's just, it doesn't matter. Because, like I've said before, conservatives prey on things like fear and disgust. And if you allow your confusion to turn into fear or disgust, they will absolutely radicalize it against you. Not everyone needs to be comprehensible to you. Get used to that.
So there has to be kind of a limit to this, like, just accept whatever people tell you. I covered like somebody who goes by Lorax pronouns on the show the other week, and there's got to be a limit, right? To just accept whatever they say they are.
Well, yeah, and it's also, what does accept mean? Does accept mean that my speech now has to change because you want to be known as like a Disney character or as a cat? Because I'm not going to use meow meow pronouns. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't really know what accept means. If it means like not be violent towards you, obviously, I have no problem if you think the sky is purple. But if you want me to accept it and then take on this belief system, you have to at least prove it to me as to why it's valid. And
Yeah.
I mean, they're not doing a great job of that.
No, and the other thing is this TikToker actually makes a little bit of sense when she or they or whatever is saying, it doesn't matter, like it's not that big a deal, whatever. And if that's true, that's good, but also then it shouldn't be that big a deal whether other people accept it or not, right?
Right, exactly. And it's like, okay, well, if it doesn't matter and you just are going to have the live and let live mentality, then it shouldn't matter if somebody uses your correct pronouns
Like it,
because this is your belief
but
system,
these
not
same
mine.
people act like it's a hate crime to not use their pronouns or whatever.
Right, right. But I did find the ending interesting how she said that, you know, conservatives will radicalize you. Meanwhile, in the hashtags of that video, it's like communist, neo pronouns, you know, anarchist. I'm like, you want to talk about being radicalized,
Woke
honey?
TikTok
Like,
radicalizes people.
right. I'm pretty sure you're in the business of doing that now. It's just a radical ideology you don't agree with.
But also, what you know what makes people conservative? Content like this.
Right.
It
Yeah.
really does. And content like this next video, because I don't know if you know this, Clarkson, but you should be doing the chores of random trans people in your life, apparent according to this one TikToker. Take a listen.
If you're cis, I want you to message the trans person in your life and ask them what is one thing that you can do to lighten their load this week. Whether that be grocery shopping, folding laundry, doing dishes. Ask the trans people in your life if there's a task or something that you can offer them to help with the burden that we're carrying, because we're having to deal with all of this stuff right now while having to deal with all of the life stuff that we regularly deal with. And the regular life stuff that we deal with is life stuff, and then there's transphobia and living as a trans person in the world, and then there's what's going on right now, which is all of that combined. And then send that trans person $5 so they can get themselves a treat.
I love this. We've moved on from like equality, don't discriminate, to now do my laundry and send me money, or you're a transphobe. You're a bigot.
Right. Send me money because this stuff and then this stuff too, and then also this stuff and this stuff are all hurting me, so I need a free coffee. I'm like, girl, what stuff are you talking about? You're literally just saying stuff 50 times. But I know why she needs a coffee, because this person, I don't know what their pronouns are, was pretty infamous for making a video canceling a coffee shop that they got fired from because they claimed the owners were transphobic. So I think they're out of a job,
Like,
which
no, sweetie, you were
explains
probably just
why.
really annoying. You probably didn't
No,
want to
and
do any work.
that's exactly well, she was asking them to like not page or not serve cops at an event or give cops donuts or something. I don't know. It was so crazy, but I get it. Like, you need me to buy you a coffee, not because all this stuff is too much, but because you don't have a job.
Because you're a brokey.
Yeah, because you're poor, girl. We see it. It's
That's a you
fine.
problem. I would just
Yup.
love I love this too. Like, you'll see this with trans activists on Twitter. They'll have like their Cash App in bio, and they're like, the transphobia is really hard today. Send money or something.
I'm like, no, honey, it's not transphobia. It's just life that you're not doing well at. That's all.
It's just, yes, you should be actively. I would be weirded out if I was a trans person and people in my life text me were like, hey, can I do your laundry to show my allyship? I'd be like, what is wrong with you, weirdo? Like, that's not normal behavior.
I mean, I'm really bad with chores, so I would say yes. But it's funny how she says they're exhausted. Girl, we are exhausted, okay? It started as he, she, that's it. And now it's he, she, they, them, per, neo, what, I don't, it's like, you think you're exhausted with this? Like, you're exhausting yourself. Keeping up with this ideology is exhausting. So
Oh, yeah.
maybe look inwards. That's why you're exhausted. It has nothing to do with other people.
And I will just say this. I think that we are officially, you and me, are oppressed until people come and start doing our laundry. And what else did she say? Going grocery shopping for us and sending us $5. So I'm going to put my Venmo in the description of this video. And if you're watching right now and you don't send me $5, you are a bigot, and we're going to get you
Yeah.
fired from your job.
You are contributing to the homophobia in America if you don't buy us coffee every day.